Hello everyone, this is FallenDice, and welcome to episode 6 of Burpcraft Feed the Beast with FallenDice. Acatera's weed from zombie. Eh. So, um, yeah, so a lot has happened since our last episode. We've had a couple nights where Ren was streaming, did a lot. So you can see we have street lamps up now, these inverted lights. I spent pretty much most of last night going through here, extending out the pathways. And it definitely appears that Burns' house, abandoned house, has expanded as well. But we've extended the pathways, so it goes all the way out by my house. Shoes over here, where RenEvo's going to be building his house. Hasn't done it yet, and so I'm assuming this must be this must be where RMD is putting his house. A big old circle. So we'll have to see how this works. He did the gumball machine on the previous server, so I'm curious to see what this one is. Um, let's see, we'll move on down. So yeah, you can see I got like the pathway leading up to my house now. And over here, got Jaren's really cool house. And over there's A-Town's. And I also, the day before, I did another little project. One of the remaining things we needed to do, and that was to build a proper cactus farm. So this thing has, I believe, 196 cactus. The old one had 16. So as you can see, a huge upgrade, and it's definitely tileable, scalable, so all I need to do just continue to add more layers if we run short. Let's see what else has been going on. Oh yeah, we've also added a liquid storage area for the server back here by my place, or I should say by the bee house. And I've also added more alvearies up to, I got 11 of them now. Just waiting for the next forestry update so I can start doing a little more with them. I've got some big plans for them. And this is our liquid storage area. Like I said, this is actually rather ridiculous in size and scale. So we'll come over here and come inside. There we go. So there's a tank for every liquid available in the game. So as you can see over here, water is now completely filled up, and we have 6 million buckets per tank and 4 tanks. So it's about over 24 million. Looks like our lava is completely filled up. Molten redstone, 2 of those filled up. What else we got going over here? I think this was our cactus milk, which is our Burpcraft storage. Let's see, over here we've got, looks like biofuel, molten redstone. No, I bet the cactus milk over there, so I'm not sure what that one was. Ender juice, molten ender. So yeah, we've been doing a lot. One of the projects I'll be doing is I've got to set it up so we can start sending in our honey and seed oil. So we're gonna have to make a fairly large processing plant for that. And for the seed oil in general, that's going to take a lot of farms to get the seeds available to do this and automate it. Another cool thing is up top, connected to all of these are tesseracts. So we don't actually have to run the piping everywhere to get it here. And also to get the items out, we don't have to run piping because again, they're connected by tesseracts. So we'll be able to set one of those up, put it in the proper frequency, and pump whatever fluid it is we need to the area we need it. So that will be very handy once we get to our own ages. And the reason for this, again, if you remember why we had to reset the server, was the fact that everybody was doing the same thing. Everybody was running a bunch of quarries. Everybody was building giant IC2 plants to process everything. We were all doing the same thing, and it was just too much for the server. Now we've got Mystcraft to kind of alleviate some of that, but we've already noticed that even with the mining age in, not here, it still does affect us. So we've set this insane processing thing so that we're not going to have to each do this on our own. You know, we can make our quarries and using Tesseract send it here to get processed and then send it back to our own area. So there's going to be ways of doing it so we don't have to reinvent the wheel for each one of us. So that's cool. We've already started setting up the IC2 stuff here. So we've always had the Buildcraft and Forestry, or the Forestry and Thermalcraft. But now we've moved some of the IC2 stuff over here. And we are running on so many. This power plant is beyond ridiculous now. The number of turbines that he's got running on this right now is kind of on a scale that is amazing. Let's see, we'll head over here. You can see down here, it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 24 turbines. You know, and I forget the numbers that he was saying for how much power we've got going right now, but it's thousands and thousands of EU per tick, and it's not even completely all set up yet. So pretty impressive. Another thing we have here is RenEvo started this, but he's going for, you know, kind of cool power plant factory look for this. He's kind of left that to us to finish. So once I get my house taken care of, I may come back and look at this and see what I can do to kind of help along this project here. We are going to finish, or at least make a huge dent on our house. So far from what I heard, people seem to like the spruce roof. So we'll leave that for now. I might maybe if down the road, if I eventually get like that dark walnut, then I might revisit and look at it. Another thing is RenEvo says he thinks it would look cool if the glass came all the way out to the top like this. And I think I did that the first time I built this, and there was a reason why I didn't like it. But we'll give it a try. We'll put the glass out and see what it looks like. I may keep the straight wall inside, just so it looks like it's going out from the outside, but from the inside it's still going to be the same amount of space because it's kind of going up the glass. We'll see. Also, installed mailboxes, part of Forestry. I'm not really sure how they work, but they're there. And I still have to put in some kind of support for my patio under here. So those are some things to do yet. So anyway, let me go grab some supplies and things, and then I'll come back and we'll get to work. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is to try and fix this up a little bit here. So it's not looking like it's just floating out there. And the way we're going to do that is with these. And I don't know how many I'm going to need, so we'll go like this to start. I am going to need some of the full ones, but I also am going to need a few of these. We'll grab 6. No, we'll make 8 to start. Now the question is, with these ones, if I stick them in by themselves, they become these pillars, which are cool. Will that happen with these as well? Nope, they won't. Okay, but even so, I can still come through with these small ones. And if I put it there, maybe, will it let me? I don't know if I maybe need to get down a little bit to see it better. And I'm hoping it does, because I really, there, let's see. And it doesn't look like it's gonna, oh, and it's probably because of the type of wood. Okay, so what I need to do, actually, we're gonna need to make a bunch of these, because wherever I'm planning on doing this, I'm going to have one of the micro block versions of these. Alright, there we go. So let's say I want to put it here. Then we need to take and put you here. Let's see, get the right angle. There we go. Now it looks the same, but now I can go through here and place that. And then it looks like we actually have a support there. Okay, so I'm going to go through, and I think it would actually be easier to do it from above. So we got one there, so let's go 1, 2, 3. I think if we go like every 4 blocks and put one of these in, it'll look good. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then I'll come back and show you how she looks. Alright, there we go. We got our nice supports going. all the way from the beginning down over here over to there. I would like to get rid of those holes there in the ground. Unfortunately, I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that right now. Right now, I'm using it for lighting, because even though these are half slabs over here, they are on the upper part, which means mobs can still spawn on them. And I'm using that for lighting with the Burpmod half slabs, so it does allow the light to come up through them, which will keep this entire area from spawning. Alright, so our next thing now is to go up here and extend our glass. So I think what I'm going to do for this one, we're going to put our jetpack back on to make this a little easier. And I'm thinking basically for all these other ones we've just been going like, was it like, shoot, I don't know. This is going to be interesting to see how, oops, that goes out to there. You know what? Let me look at this a little bit to get the proper angle going out and play around with it, and I will be right back. Alright, so I tried a few different things, and the biggest issue is for it to think to look the way he was hoping it would look, is it would have to start sloping out from the bottom. Now, actually, maybe if I went with half blocks, because then I could go up a little bit higher. It would only go out a little, like a half a block each layer, and it might actually make it. Let me try that. I'm going to make some half blocks with these micro blocks, and then we're going to try this again. So I will be right back. Alright, so I'm trying to play with it, but then the thing I'm seeing is around the corners. You can tell the difference between the full glass blocks and the partial glass blocks. And I try to change that, but then it's, yeah, I'm thinking just going with the way I had it before. It would be cool if you could get it to go up, but that's just kind of one of those angles I think that they're a little tougher to accomplish in the game. And it's just not looking right. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it back the way I had it, and then we'll head back inside and start playing with the interior a little bit. Alright, so got that all fixed back up. Now it's time to start working on interiors. And I'm not quite sure exactly which type of materials I want for my walls yet, other than I know that I want these. And that is our wooden plank covers. Reason being, looks like a normal wall. I can go ahead and get rid of these now. But the cool part is maybe I didn't want to have oak planks for the entryway. Maybe on my hallways, I want to go for a darker wood. Well, that's simple enough. Let me just go ahead and take you. And we'll make a few of these. And there we go. Now we got a stack. So on that side, we got regular wooden planks. But now on this side, we just change it up. And because of this now, two important things having to do with this. Now, yes, it is a bit more of a pain to place them at times. But, so you can see we've got one wall that's got two different types of color in it. You can actually go in between it. So you can actually use this if you wanted to kind of get around your house. Not sure why. But the key part why this is such a good thing is I can then go like this. Let's take two, make some sticks. There we go. We now have signs. Now, there we go. It acts just like a normal wall. I can put up signs. I can put up paintings. Everything's good. Now, if I were to just use walls and say put this on the outside of it, and yes, that would work. You know, you can still go through. But this, I can't put a sign on there anymore. This is actually considered to be taking up this entire block. So even though it looks like it, and it would make it easy to go in and just place it on the outside, by actually making these the walls, I am going to be able to, like I just showed, I'm going to be able to use this to place paintings for decoration and all that kind of different cool stuff. And then all I need to do to seal it up is just go like that, and I can still put a full door here. And the door will line up just fine. Show you that here real quick. Alright. Place the door. It's going to line up just perfectly with it, just like its regular wall. So it basically does everything our walls do. It just gives us the ability to really customize our rooms, which is something that's really cool. Alright, so a quick update on where we are. I'm thinking I'm going to do this entire hallway in this darker wood. But I may end up putting something on the ceiling to kind of change the color. And since we got the very light floor, I think we'll just get a little bit more of this done and see. But I think that might actually look pretty cool. And I might even make it a 3-high ceiling in here anyway, just because I don't think the hallways need to be that big. But you can see now, we walk into this room. Here's our kitchen. I really like how this is going to look, especially once I change these sides here. And then we come into here, and this is going to be our grand dining room, which will go up to about this point here. Lots of room to make this really pretty cool and epic. Alright, and another update as we go, just so you can kind of see how this starts to move along. So again, kitchen. Got our nice dining room all closed off now. This is probably going to be like a living room study kind of thing. Although I think this needs to move over, because this wall, you can see there's no wood in between, and this one does, so I don't like how that looks. So I'm probably going to move this over to here. Cool. I grabbed a little bit more glass. But yeah, so now the room will have this in there, and I like that. That just looks better that way. And then we got to make sure in here. Yep, okay. Good. So that actually fixes the outside too, so there'll be this in the middle of every one of those windows going all the way across. You can see this is where a wall will go. So we have 2 rooms here. This I think is going to be like a walk-in. I may not even have a door at all. I'm not sure. And then over into here at this one. I haven't decided, again, still, if I want to do stairs here or over there. And I got Acatera taking a peek. Watch what I'm doing. So I still got to figure out where I want to put my stairs and how I want to do this. So anyway, let me finish up my walls a little bit more, and I'll be right back. All right, so all of the basic downstairs rooms are done. So you can see we still have the oak logs out here, but on the inside I've changed this to the hallway pattern. Dropped the ceiling down one, so it's only 3 high on the hallways. Then when you walk into the rooms, it expands out into the larger rooms. I like that. Over here, like I said, this is going to be kind of like a living room, TV, couches, chairs. Would be my plan for here. Kind of wouldn't have minded making it a little bigger, but that'll. What I may. Problem is the length here. If I could, squeeze some more out of this, I'd like to make a study. What I may end up doing is doing like a library in here maybe then with books and things. And it would be cool if they had like a block replacer or something where you could have like a chatting table or something pop up. I don't know. I don't think this room was probably I'll just probably make like a little library with a couple chairs for reading and whatnot on it. Oh, that was weird. All right. In here, this is going to be, like I had said earlier, we're going to turn this into a bar. So it should be kind of cool. Obviously, these will be gone. I just use it for temporary storage at the moment. And I started working on ideas for stairs. And the thing is I don't want to cover the windows. I want us to be able to use the windows. So I figured, kind of come up here for the upstairs and maybe go down here for the downstairs. And when I was thinking about that, I saw how like coming over here, I really like that. I thought, well, if I did it on both sides, kind of make it so you go either direction to go upstairs, but it's not big enough for that. But this one is. So I'm thinking, maybe go like that and like this, except for that. Darn it. I like to try and keep the windows because it's not just for the interior. I mean, I could definitely make this into a wall and just whatever, you could have this be the one window. But of course, on the outside, and I've changed this wall as well too. Obviously, it would look weird already enough. You have this difference in pattern here, but to not have a window at all it just wouldn't fit right. Not sure what to do with this room. It's so tiny. Actually, this could be my office. There we go. This will be my office. I can put up my a desk here with a computer and stuff. This is a perfect spot for an office. All right, good. So we got an office, library, and maybe... No, I don't want to have to go all the way down to get to my living room. This will be the living room. Is it bigger over here, though? I may have to think maybe of sliding it over. No, it's about the same. The only way I could really possibly expand this well would be to shrink this room down a little bit. But I want my dining room to be huge. Although, but that's where the kitchen's connected to. Sorry if I'm rambling here. I want the kitchen connected with the dining room, that's where the food prep is. So yeah, I could still fit a decent size living room in here. All right. Before I get up to work upstairs, I gotta make stairs though. All right. So this will work for making it upstairs. I just need to change the room color now. So, all right, let me play with this some. Let me get the look I want, and then I'll be right back. All right, so I changed the color because what ended up happening was I had to put the lighter colored stairs, making the turn here, and it changed the ceiling color. So I went with the spruce, which is what we were doing the ceiling with, and then as we get to this point, the room color changes to spruce, and then stays that way. I also use some of you can see with the difference in where the lines here are, the collision boxes, that we use some of our micro blocks as well again. So you can see over here on the side, we've got the spruce, but on the floor, we still got the floor color. So this now gets us up here to our second floor. So now it's time to start doing some planning as far as how do we want the rooms in here to flesh out. All right, so stage one is done. So we've got our hallway, which is going to come up to here and up to here. And then, of course, if I take you all the way up top, I just want to be able to put the top on this. Okay. So there we go. Actually, well, yeah, it will be, because there's going to be doors. All right, so doors going into this room. And we got the door going into this room. And these are going to be our two small center rooms. Each one of these is going to have an alcove going out here into another little roof feature we're going to be creating. And then over here, another big bedroom with a large closet. Call it a large closet area. I needed something to do with this area. And just for symmetry, you see I also chose to make this a double wall. All right. So now the next big thing here is I had talked over initially having these rooms get to use the full amount of the roof. So instead of being these tiny, oops, I guess I can just go right here. Instead of being like the tiny 4 high room heights, would be able to use the roof, so it's going to go all, crescendo, I don't know. It'll go all the way up to the top. It'd be kind of cool to have like a second, like 2 floors to this maybe, make it like this room has 2 floors to it. It's got its own little stairwell leading up to a small second floor, which would be up by that window. But even without that, I think this would make a really cool room just because of the size. And then we just gotta seal everything up from this side here. But I do prefer this. The rest of this is going to be kind of like attic space. Maybe I'll make like a linking book to take you up to this space here, and we can stick, some not secret stuff, but it would be kind of like almost having like a little secret storage area or something. All right, so now we've got the upper floor is all basically fleshed out now. So we'll come up, and again, the walls are all going to change. The floor is going to change. I'm just basically putting up the initial walls, and then as I make decisions on what I want the rooms to be, obviously they'll change. Same with the floors. But we come up here. Master bedroom is going to be right here again. We have these 2 rooms, both very large and open. I do really like how this looks. And I'll probably be putting a lot of automatic pressure plates. RenEvo hates how many doors I put in places I build. And again, over here. And I still, when I get to these rooms, I don't know, I might decide to do some kind of like second floor in these rooms. I don't know yet. Again, this one has a little walk-in closet, which is kind of cool. And then I built these 2 rooms. So we got this one, and then an identical sized one over here. Now these are each going to have a new item that we're adding in. And these are centered on the wall back here. So when I center, or I make what I'm about to do here the same on both of these, it'll make it on the outside look well, or look good as well. So we're basically, since the door's here, I'm thinking we'll probably maybe go like right here. Alright. I want to go 2 or 3. Basically what we're doing is we're going to make an outcropping out of this room that's going to go out towards the roof. And then, so we'll be able to come out over here, but it's going to have like a small roof of its own that's going to come out from there. Oh, and there goes the rain. How nice. So let me think about this a little bit. Let me do a little thought planning here, and then I'll come back and we'll build this real fast. And this will probably be the end of the episode. We'll save our furnishing and doing of rooms for later episodes. This one is just to get our room set up. So anyway, I will be back shortly. Okay, so I think I have what my plan for here is. And actually, do I want it to go this far over? This be 5 is the width of the entry. So I have 1 here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. If I moved it, it would be 2 and 1. Honestly, I think that would probably work better. So we're going to go ahead and put these back here. So I figured that was you. All right. Now, go ahead and finish clearing this out to this point. And it's not going to be, it's going to get higher. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, the way it works, too high here, I go like, oops. Actually, I need to do this. Because what? Let's see how this works. It's, be a little different than the first time I did it, because now, of course, we've got the cool way that the stairs link up, which it definitely didn't do the first time I did this. Alright, that goes like that. And we come over here. Same thing. Put you over here. Now, I guess we're just going to have to go with half slab. Do I have any of those? I do. Good. Alright. And I'd prefer to have been able to add another set of stairs, but that's okay. Alright, so we're going to come out, I think, to this point. I think I need to go out that little bit further. Let's see, yeah. Go ahead and cap this off. And then I can go ahead and get rid of this. Now the question is how do we want to make the walls? Let's see. And how far out are we going to go? And is that all the higher we want the roof? It might be. Alright. Now I need to do is get some more of the oak logs, because we're going to keep the same walls as down there. So let me do those real fast, and I'll be right back. Alright, so let's see. We're going to make this the ground floor, or the ground entrance of our area here. And then I think I need to go one more this way. So let me do this in here to make it easier to place these stairs. And I'll probably have to, oops, that's not a stair. There and there, that's perfect. Okay, good. I love how that just automatically adjusts for these now. Makes it so much easier to do this type of thing. Alright. Alright. So that's this. Let's go ahead and take a peek over here for now. Yep, already I like this. I think it looks pretty good. Now the grab these, and this is gonna be, I guess, go like that. Or do I? If I don't put it there, then obviously we're gonna have that issue. And let's see. And this will all be glass here, so you'll be able to walk up and see the view out there. Let me see how she looks from here. Again, I just want to make sure everything looks the way I want it to. Maybe it'll look better once I add. I wonder if I add the upside down stairs. No, I can't. As much as I'd like to, that's going to affect the way that the blocks line up. Alright, let me grab some glass. Let's see how the glass looks on this. I'll be right back. Alright, so I grabbed two types of glass because I'm thinking, well, we'll look at this in two ways. If I just put straight up glass panes like this, the cool part is the connected textures work. But we definitely have a large glassed in area. Let's come over here and let's take a peek at trying to make me a new exit outside. Alright. I just don't know. I mean, I like it, but you know what? I bet you. Oh, this is yeah. Everywhere else I've always done, I've got the ladder sticking out a little bit. And I think that just kind of makes things look a little better. But the other side to this is if I have these on the outside, I should be able to put that upside down stair on the bottom of these, which I wanted to do as well. and I don't have to worry about how well it matches up with the rest of the glass and stuff because that's already been taken care of on the inside. Let's see. Whoops, get back up. I saw a creeper creeping. I bet you I probably just need to put a half slab or maybe a couple half slabs. All right. Okay, let's come back over here and let's look at this again. It does look better, but I don't know about the upside down one. Let me take that out real fast and let's take a peek at that. I think just doing this by itself is probably enough. It probably is what I was looking for. I wonder. Let's try that. And I know there was a creeper here. It makes me nervous. I'm going to... Bet you I can't take these. I don't know. Let's find out. Yeah, these are ones I made myself. Let's see. If I go like this and like that, let's do another set. Alright, let's try this. Instead of the full upside down stair, let's just throw in that one piece. Oh, that's perfect. Alright, that I do like. I like a lot. Okay, good, good. The only issue is I almost wish it was a little further more to the left. Did I get too close to the wall, maybe? Let me see. I don't know if I'm even possible to go further over. But I think the outside as a whole, yeah. I think I'm going to go one more over. I think the outside as a whole is going to look better with these a little further apart. Now, the other thing I wanted to know is how this is going to look if I were to use the half slab versions of the glass. I'm just curious. Like if we went out here, so you can kind of go a little bit further out on here, and maybe like a little bit less of the steps or the glass in your way. I wish I could match it up with what those. Now I could make, I can. Let's do this. I'm this, if I could make it match, because that's the thing I was forgetting. These micro blocks are amazing for what you can do, and I need to free up some space here. So let's see. There went my ender sac. Alrighty. Alright, I just need to free up some space. So let's say we take you, and we cut you into glass strips. Alright. And then from there into corner slabs. That's perfect. Now, let's cut you into slab corners. So what I need to do is extend you, you, and you. Perfect. Where are my... right there. Okay, good. Then I can just go like this. That, and that. Just like what I was doing with my pathways. So this basically fits the form of the corner. Now let's go outside and take a look again. I'm curious to see how that looks. Because it has the individual panes, which normally we take out with the connected textures. In this case, I think it actually looks better. And the cool thing is I can continue to use the connected textures on the rest of my large ones. And then for this, use these to make it a smaller one. And I like the fact that it gives me a little extra room in there. I can kind of come out and take a closer look at what's outside. But it also gave me the ability to fit it in with this. I don't know. I'm just curious. I may not actually keep it, but I just wanted to see how this would look if I were to extend it like that. Maybe all the way up. Ooh, you know what? Oh, I do like that. Okay. I do need more. I swear these these micro blocks are amazing. Alright, so we'll keep a few of those and then make a bunch of these. Alrighty. That way, like right up here, I just go like that, that, and that. And technically, with that already there, I can actually use this to complete. There we go. Oh, that looks perfect. Oh, I saw. Nice. I like that a lot. And the other thing too is, again, with these micro blocks, I can change the surface of this. So let's do that. I'm gonna go out and get those real fast. I think I still have some of the plate covers of the oak log. Let's see. Wooden. Nope. All right, let's open this back up. All right, nope. So we'll make one real fast. All right. Oops, no, I want this. There we go. Okay. I'm going to put you here, there, and there. So it's still got the look of the outside. And then if we come in here, do I have any? I sure do. And then we come over here. So I'll fix that one in a sec. Oh, perfect. Nice. Okay. All right, well, as much as I like how this looks, I am going to slide it over, I think. So I'm going to move this entire thing over one more block. So in the other one over there, I think it'll add to the balance on the outside. Otherwise, they would just be both centered in the middle. And I think even just that one block will help because it's going to be 2 blocks total. So let me reorient this, build the one over here, and then we'll come back in. We'll take one last look at things. I think I'll fix the roof as well. And then we'll wrap this one up. All right. Actually, this went rather well. It's definitely a lot easier to build one of these from scratch than to try and move it over one block. But we did it. We got it over a block. So it's over here. Have room to put a bunch of things in this side of the room with this being its own centerpiece. And then when we come over to this side, got the same thing. Now let me fill this back in. I got wood because I went back and revisited the front, the roof with the glass, and I was able to make it work. So we've changed that, so I'll show you that in a few. But yeah, that also looks really nice. So we'll head outside so we can take a peek at it. Let me change this a little bit. I don't like it being centered. I'd almost rather have it off to the side, but we'll see. For the moment, it works. And it's not going to be used an awful lot. A lot of us have been saying, you know, that obviously eventually we'll be getting our own ages, and when we do, you know, we're going to be, you know, spending a lot of time there. But here we are. So there's our 2 roofs now sticking out here. And it just kind of adds a little more to the back side. So we got our windows for all of our different rooms and stuff. And then there's our 2 larger bedrooms upstairs with the cool windows, which I really like how this looks. So now let's head over to the front, and I'll show you how we made the out window work. And I ended up using glass covers. So we don't have the connected textures up here, it's the same as on the back side, but now, and I also extended this out. This used to be level here. I extended the stairs out by 2 on every one of these so it goes out a bit further. I think that actually looks better anyway. And with that, we were able to take it from here and slant it down up into the point where you're actually in the bedroom walking. So you actually want to have this window here. I use the micro blocks again as well. So we've got the outside as the log, but the floor all matches up now. And I'll probably do something similar over here. I may end up using the micro blocks down here as well. But we'll get to that later as we work on this room. But if we head upstairs and take a peek inside there now, you'll see it actually doesn't look bad from the inside either. The outside looks really good, and I do think the inside does as well. So you kind of basically come right up to the edge, no loss of room. So the room got bigger, a lot bigger. It used to, I think, go across here and over there. So, and then you can see the glass extending out. What I could do is put like those little corner ones. Let me see. Make a few of these and then see how, if it would look if I were to stick these in the corners. Let's see. I don't even know if I can right now. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay, good. So this kind of makes them almost into steps. And from the outside, you're not really going to be able to tell anything. But from the inside, it may actually give it more of a angled look coming up. And what I may do is I could actually go and do this on the outside as well, now that I think about it. Where I wanted to. Yep, okay. Yeah, I could do this on the outside as well, on the undersides of these, and that would definitely give it an even more of an angled upward look. Huh. All right. Well, anyway, that's where we're going to end this episode. The next one, I'm not sure what we're going to go over on the next one. We'll kind of see that, I guess, when we get there. May do some bee stuff. We may do more in the house here. Or who knows, we might even be working in our age. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. It was had fun making this. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.